Yo guys, it's the King here and welcome to another WWE SUPERCARD video. If you're new around here, as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button with a frog splash. In today's video, with a new release of the WrestleMania 36 tier being less than 24 hours away, we're going to be taking a look at some of the cards I've obtained since the last video. More importantly, we'll be taking a look at a very special event card, guys. This event card being the Daniel Bryan, basically Royal Rumble card that has just happened over the weekend. If you guys play obviously WWE SUPERCARD frequently, which I'm sure you guys do, you know which card I'm talking about. The very first card, very first event card that you can actually fortify. So basically, currently right now it is the strongest card in the game. So basically, we're going to be comparing the stats to my other event cards, and basically taking a look at how good that card actually is. But guys, before we jump into this video further, I just want to start off by saying, obviously, as you can see from up here, this is my Instagram account. So basically, I had to create a new one. I basically lost access to my old Instagram due to things out of my control. So basically, I started up a new one. Guys, if you want to check that out, obviously head on over. And obviously give me a follow, like a few pictures, whatever. Basically on this Instagram I'm going to be posting recent pulls, event progress, and obviously I'll be giving you guys updates on future videos as well. So guys, if you follow this Instagram, you'll be the first or some of the first people to be notified when videos are going to be uploaded. But yeah guys, on that note, without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Alright guys, so basically we're going to start off by taking a look at some of the cards I obtained since the last video, yeah? So basically, first off, we've got Mr. Royal Rumble Finn Balor. Now, this is a card I've wanted for a while. He's not one of the strongest, or he's not very strong currently, because he's only had 12 matches played. But I'm in love with the image I have on him. So basically, the image I'm using on this Finn Balor is a Valentine Vanguard image. When it eventually loads, we're going to switch back and I'll show you guys which image I'm on about. So we actually have this image there that we're using on this Finn Balor. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Like, it does suit this card so much and it just looks amazing. Next in line, we do have Mr. Heartbreak Kid Shawn freaking Miles. Alright, Michaels even, sorry. So we're currently using the Shattered Fusion image on this card, purely for the fact that I didn't get this special Vanguard Shawn Michaels image, unfortunately. That would look even better on this one, but that being said, this Shawn Michaels image does look pretty good on him as well. So let me tell you a bit of a story behind how I got this pro. So basically, I believe it was during the Road to Glory or solo Road to Glory for the Daniel Bryan. So I already had a Shawn Michaels. I believe I got him in the Battleground. I played a few games or whatever during the Road to Glory. Got to the heroic side. We pulled Shawn Michaels, and then obviously we managed to pro him as well. Obviously, he's one of my favourite cards, or one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, so it's just a privilege to have this card in my deck. Next, funny story about this one actually. So obviously I had a solo Sasha Banks for a while, and then during the solo Road to Glory we had last week, I got to the heroic side and she was in that event. So I managed to pro her, and then during the ring domination afterwards, as a pull, I pulled a third one. So in the space of about 7 days, I managed to get a fortified one, Sasha Banks. And the image we're using on her, I believe, is the SummerSlam 17 image. We're going to stick the old one on real quick, just so you can see that. So that's the old one I was rocking for a while on my solo. And then I managed to, well, then I realized I had this one. I freaking love this image, man. Love it. Look how ace this looks on this card. It just looks amazing. And especially with that fortified one badge as well. You can't complain at all, guys. You really can't. We actually managed, another one I'm so happy to get. We actually managed to get Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. So obviously he was in a ring domination a while back, or like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago actually. And then during the, I think it was the ring domination, the last ring domination we had for this Daniel Bryan card, I actually pulled Stone Cold as a reset as well. So we did manage to get the Pro, and I'm currently using, if I'm not mistaken, the Uncommon Season 1 image for him, because although we have all of these images, like we do have a lot of images for him, if I put this image on, like, this is my favorite image by mile. Like, I just love the look of it on this card, and like, as I said, guys, you just can't complain. It's just incredible. Like, it just really is. Hopefully we can get a fortify of him soon as well, because then it can obviously get higher in my deck as well. Guys, if, like I say, if you play Supercard a lot, obviously you know we do currently have this Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant quest going on, or it was going on. Basically, I'll tell you a bit of a story behind this Pro actually. So up until, I believe, my 7th fusion, I'd had nothing in fusions at all. They were terrible. It was the champion fusions. Basically, I've done 7 of them. I believe everything I got primal. I got primal in every single one of them. So they were trash, hot trash, absolutely diabolical. Anyway, on the 8th one, I actually got Hulk Hogan. So I'm very, very happy about that, but on the 8th one, I'm not so happy. I think I've done 10 in total. So in all 10, I've got 1 Hulk Hogan. And then I've done the quest after. So we finished the quest, and we got another one. So that's how we got the Pro for the Hulk Hogan. And I believe at the end of the month, we get another fusion for him. So it's like a guaranteed Andre the Giant or a Hulk Hogan card. It's like a 99% chance I'm going to get one or the other. And if I get a Hulk Hogan, that'll be a fortified one. And that'll be, I think, one of my, it'll be like 3rd or 4th strongest card in my deck. So it will still make my top 8, I believe, but it's all good. Also, guys, we actually managed to get a fortified 1 Goldberg as well from a bounty breaker. That happened, I believe it was like Friday, just gone. I actually managed to get the fortified 1, well, actually I got the Pro of him, and then the fortified 1 straight after. I think it cost me about 12,000 credits for both of them to get the fortified 1. So, like, a lot of credits to be fair, especially as it's not one of my strongest cards. But I'll be honest with you guys, the reason I got this was for the, basically for the image, this one. So basically, it doesn't look amazing on this card in my opinion. However, it does look like a very, very nice image itself. But I prefer the Vanguard one purely for the fact that it just looks badass. You see that? You are running, guys. You really are. You don't want any piece of that at all. I have to admit though, I'm not a fan of like the arms getting cut off of getting cut off the card. But I do love this image nonetheless. Now on to the main event, guys. The card that I wanted to show you guys, the card I wanted to talk to you guys about the most. This was the Royal Rumble full, or should I say triple heroic Daniel Bryan, guys. Now this I've kind of robbed in a sense, because as you can see, guys, from this little badge, it is not gold, and it should be. Like, it really should be. The whole reason you get heroic, like both cards heroic, is so that you can get that gold badge. It just is. Obviously for the power as well of the card, but mostly it's for that gold badge. Now, all 3 of my Daniel Bryans, as you can see, I've got the 45 one. All 3 of them, they were all heroic. I managed to get heroic on every single, on 3 events in a row to get this card full heroic. Now, if you look at that badge, it doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't, because it should be gold. If you click image, that's what the gold badge looks like and should look like. Alright, it should look like that, but it looks like this. So I feel robbed in a sense. And WWE SUPERCARD, if you're watching this video, you need to fix that right now, right about now, because guys, like, it's a bit of a iffy subject. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted the gold badge. That's why I went for all 3 heroics. Right now, I just feel robbed. But I'm gonna stop complaining, because it's still a strong card regardless. If we look at the stats, it's 2.2 million. 2.2 million. Obviously, with momentum, and I had momentum on before, it actually goes 2.3 million a stat apart from power. Obviously, speed and charisma being the strongest of his stats, because that's his ability. Now, if we compare him to, for example, a Samoa Joe, which has no momentum, 2.1 stats, again, half heroic, by the way. Joe's a strong card, but Daniel Bryan in 45 is just incredible. Like, he's just a behemoth. He really is. Like, right now, and I believe for a little while anyway, Daniel Bryan is going to be the strongest card in the game for a while for sure. Because I think from the WrestleMania 36 pros that I've seen, they only go 2.1 million. 2.1, 2.2 million. And with momentum, he actually goes 2.3. So unless you get an event card WrestleMania 36 card, heroic, there's just no way that you're going to beat this Daniel Bryan card. Even comparing him to Braun Strowman, 2.1 again, like, Daniel Bryan is just a beast. He just is. Guys, but as I said at the start of the video, obviously the WrestleMania 36 tier does drop tomorrow, within 24 hours. So I'm hoping, and based on my top 8, I'm pretty sure we're going to hit that tier. Now, the question is it going to be WrestleMania 36 plus, or is it going to be WrestleMania 36 plus plus? Now, we won't know before tomorrow anyway, and you can never know because it's Cat Daddy. However, obviously with this Sasha Banks in there, that's a 45-1 Goldberg, we stand a very, very good chance at being plus plus. But I have a feeling, guys, that we're only going to be 36 plus, but we're going to be very, very, very close to plus plus. So guys, stay tuned for that. Because what I might do as well, don't hold me to it, but next video, I'm considering doing a little pack opening for that tier as well. So hopefully we can get a few solos, a few pros, and all that good stuff. Before we go, let's just take a look at the team ring domination. So we're currently on that promo card. Obviously, if you look at this stat, the team shards, these guys at the top, obviously a lot of us, we did set the boundary, the target for 10 shards. So we want everyone to be hitting 10 shards. The reason I've stopped at 10 and a lot of us have is because of that ring domination that's happened where we had to go for the heroic for the Daniel Bryan. So we set a target of basically 1 card of the Royal Rumble. We ended up getting 2. We're currently on the 3rd so that people can get their 10 shards. Obviously next event we'll be going harder again properly because there won't be another freaking solo event happening at the same time. But yeah, guys, look at Slayer up there, 32, absolutely killing it. Anthony, Jimmy's new. I believe he's in for 1 event, but he's up there with 20 as well, so good job. Chris is up there as well, haven't seen him up there for a while. We've got Pete, the best is new as well, killing it, 14. Drew, 12. Bassett, 11. Rock, there's me. Austin, Undertaker. Jay's up there with 10. Selzin's up there with 10. Call me King, Verducci, Rick Johnson. Now we just have 4 more players that need to do that. But I have no doubt in my mind that we will get that minimum of 10 each. But guys, I feel like I've covered everything that I wanted to cover with you guys in this video. So guys, on that note, stay safe. Peace out.